Hey everybody, Shep here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here in the greenhouse. I'm going to be seeding quite a few different things today, but this is kind of a first look at the plants for the year. So these are some tomato plants that I'm growing for a friend of mine. And then these are onions. These onions are a variety called Patterson. I've been growing it for quite a few years now, and I really like it, and it does well for me. You can see that it's not very warm today in the greenhouse. We've had a lot of rain here over the last like 5 days. It's rained every day. Today it rained this morning, but it's not raining now. And we've had like 7 inches over that period of time. So it's a muddy mess. But anyway, it's going to be a while before we can actually get out in the garden and do anything. And that's kind of holding me up too from doing other stuff. I've got some beds and stuff I need to clean out, and once it dries up, I think it'll be time to mow the grass for the first time. So plenty going on here soon. I haven't had a lot to make a video about, so I thought that we'd make a video of planting some seeds. Alright, so what we're going to be planting today is, I like this variety of tomatoes called Mountain Fresh. I like it. It does really well here. It produces good. That's what these that I'm growing for my friend are. He really likes those too. I gave him a bunch of tomatoes last year, and he likes them, so I'm growing those plants for him. His ground dries out faster than mine, so he'll be able to plant them sooner. My stuff I plant pretty late compared to most people around here that start their seeds, but I know that there's not any chance of planting anything in the garden until mid-May because of how wet it is, but he can get stuff out earlier at his house, so that's why I got those started. And I'm going to be planting some flowers. I had these varieties I planted a few years ago, and I'm just going to plant a few of each one of those. I like to put a row of flowers in the row of the garden that's closest to the house. And I like these are called Mexican sunflowers, and I've always liked planting those, so I'm planting some of them. And then I always like having lots of marigolds, so we'll be planting some mixed color ones of those. But we've had a lot of rain. You can see it's really muddy and nasty in here, and all I can think about is how nice that gravel floor is going to be once I get it put in here. But like I said, the yard's really wet, so it's going to have to be a lot drier than it is now before I can worry about getting gravel in here. So this is the first time I've really used this potting table since I made it. And I could see where if I was out here all day doing stuff, it's a little low, honestly, and you got to bend over quite a bit. If I had to spend a lot of time out here, I would make something to lift it up, because it probably hurt your back if you spent much time out here potting stuff. But no more time than I'm going to spend out here. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Sounds like it's raining again. Now I'm starting these seeds in these 6-cell trays. These are called 1206s because there's 6 cells in each little container, and there's 12 of them in a flat, so there's 72 cells in one of these trays. And then as these start to get bigger, I'll repot them in the 32 cell trays that I have. I used to always do the 32 cells, but I've kind of gotten to where I prefer doing it like this and starting them smaller, just so you have less trays to have to move around if you have to take them inside because it's too cold, or just more convenient. You can hear me stomping around in the mud. I do have a few more plants in the garage. I have some pepper plants started. Some of them are coming up, some of them aren't, but I have those started, but they're in there under grow lights and sitting on germination mats. Well, there's those trays seeded. Only things I'll have to seed after today is I will start my cucumbers, watermelon, zucchini. I'll start that stuff in about 3 weeks. A lot of people plant that just out in the garden, but I like planting it in these trays. And then after that, the only other thing I'll have is pumpkins, and I'll also like starting those in trays. So for the most part, most of the vegetables are seeded for the year, so that's good. It's cold. I'm kind of tired of mudding around in here. It's kind of starting to get like a pond type smell, all the mud I've been having to walk in. But like I said, once I get that gravel floor in here, it'll be real nice to not deal with that anymore. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's nothing too exciting, but I didn't know when I was going to have the chance to make another video here soon. With all the rain, hopefully here before too long we'll get to start doing some more exciting stuff. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next one.